Okay, we're on a roll tonight. We're going to talk about what do you do after your first Facebook post. So you've made your first magical post. The cat's out of the bag. People know that you're using Plexus, and people are going to start watching you. Now, likely they didn't say sign me up right now on your first post. That's not how it works. It's probably not how it worked with you. It probably took you a few months of watching me or someone else before you were willing to jump on board, because all of us are skeptics and we all need information. And science has shown in marketing that it takes 8 to 10 interactions or touch points with a new product or idea for you to even remember it. So your first Plexus post was just a start. You've got at least 10 more posts before somebody's going to know what Plexus is and be willing to make a decision about whether they want to try the product. So buckle in, cupcake, because we're at the beginning of a long journey, and you are going to be spending a lot of time educating people without knowing that they're watching you, but they are watching you. So here's kind of a rule of thumb as far as posting goes. It depends on how engaged you've been in social media in the past. If you are the kind of person that has never posted before, you can't just start posting 4 posts a day. You've got to ease into it. And the other thing is, we don't want you to be a walking commercial for Plexus all the time. Nobody likes that. People will unfollow you and unfriend you if all you ever do is spew about Plexus. So don't do that. You're going to sprinkle Plexus throughout all of your posts about your life and the things that you're interested in and the things that you love and your children and your family. It's because it's just one part of who you are. And if you become a Plexus commercial, you're going to lose the interest of your audience really quickly and burn a lot of bridges. So the rule that I follow is 2 or 3 personal posts per Plexus post. So, sometimes you can get into a rhythm where you're in so many Plexus groups and you have so many Plexus friends that you see Plexus statuses all the time and you think, oh, that's a good one, I'm going to do that one, or that one, or that one. And you, before you know it, you're posting about Plexus all the time, but there is a large group of your audience that is not interested in Plexus right now, and they want to know about, they are willing to stay associated with you if you are going to share about your life and your interests and who you are, because they're your friend. They care about that, but they don't care about Plexus right now. And so if you are posting too much about Plexus and too frequently, then people will start unfriending and unfollowing you. I guarantee it. So be really careful about that. So if you haven't been engaged in Plexus in the past, you need to start to open up about your life on social media. So aim to make at least 1 post a day if you have not been engaged in social media before. If you were like me and you're always on Facebook all the time and you're always posting at least once or twice a day, then that's great. You can start right away, 1 Plexus post to 2 to 3 personal posts. And I've tried to step it up a little bit more. The more engagement and the more comments and likes that you get on your statuses, the more your posts will be likely to show up in other people's feed. But let me tell you, share a secret with you. On any given status, it will only be shown to 20% of your friends. You will never post a status that will be shown to all of your friends, unless it's maybe a marriage announcement or the birth of a baby. And even then, it will still only be shown to 20% of your friends, but because of all the likes and comments, it'll be shown to more of your friends in your friends feed. So any given post is only going to be shown to 1/5 of your friend group. So even if you were to post the exact same thing 5 times, nobody would see it more than once. You'd be lucky if everybody saw it once. So you might feel like you are over posting and oversharing, but that's just not true, because your friends are only seeing a small sliver of what you post. So just get used to posting a lot and often. The people that are the most successful that I've seen in Facebook land with Plexus are posting 2 to 3 times a day, consistently and every day, about themselves, their lives, their kids, their husband, their family, and Plexus sprinkled in every single day. So that means if they are posting about Plexus every day, they're also posting about personal things every day. So if you can keep that rule in mind, you'll keep your audience engaged while they watch and learn about Plexus on the side, in addition to what they are enjoying watching you post about your family and friends. Okay, the other thing is, where do you find the content? So after I posted my first Plexus post, I mean, spent. I had pretty much said everything that I needed to say about that I was experiencing with Plexus, but people wanted to learn more, and I knew that people were watching and wanting to learn more. So I went on a hunt to find good content. There's a few places that you can find that. The Plexus groups that you're in. First of all, you should know that as part of the One Plexus family, you can use anybody else's Plexus posts. Now, some people can be touchy about their personal posts, their personal testimonials, so you might want to ask before you share personal testimonials. But by far and large, most posts are free game, especially if they've been posted in another Plexus group like Ohana or Flourish or Love Your Guts. Those are free game, and you can use those exactly as they're written. You will copy the entire post and download the photo and paste it verbatim and upload the photo, and there you go. There's your post. So you can find posts and content in Plexus groups, but you can also find them from other business builders like myself. Start becoming friends with other Plexus business builders and watch how they do it and use their statuses. I like to intermix testimonials with product information and also just general education about gut health or inflammation or autoimmune disease or blood sugar balance, so that it stays interesting and it's educating along the way. I think stories are the most compelling for people, especially if it's somebody they know, which in most cases is just going to be you. But over time, your friends and family will have stories as well, and sharing those are very powerful. I kind of like save those for the ace in my sleeve for like the end of the month. If I'm trying to hit a big goal and I really need some more signups, then I use the story of friends or family, or I do an updated health story. I try to update my own health story every month. So, okay, so those are a few basic rules. 2 to 3 personal posts to 1 Plexus post. Try to post about Plexus 3 or 4 times a week if you can. It keeps it in people's mind, in the back of their mind. And also just know that it's only showing to 20% of your friends, so you're not burning everybody out. And those who want to pay attention and are clicking on your status and reading them, it'll be shown more often to them. And over time and overexposure, they will eventually message you and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in Plexus. Will it help with this? Or will it help with this? So those are some pointers about how to continue to post on Plexus. Oh, one other tip is that it's really hard to always be at a computer to post at the prime times. The prime times to post on Facebook are between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning and between 5 and 6 p.m. in the evening for the weekdays. And then Saturday morning a little bit later, like 9 p.m. So I try to kind of post in those windows because that's when most people are on Facebook and when they'll see it in their feeds immediately. But sometimes I'm not at a computer at that time. And so I've been using scheduling tools to post. There's one called Postcron, Postcron, that's free, and you can schedule posts. So you can create the post and upload the pictures just like you're going to post on Facebook, but then you can schedule it in Postcron and tell it when you want it to post. So I will usually take an hour or two at the beginning of the week and schedule all of my Facebook posts for my personal posts. In groups, you can do that inside Facebook, but on personal statuses, you can't. So through Postcron, I do that, and then it gives me the fire in the belly to have to go in and post personal statuses before another Plexus status comes up. So if I'm posting about Plexus once a day, and I know that's scheduled every day at 5, then I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to post about my life today? So that people still are engaged with me and don't think I'm just a walking Plexus ad. So anyway, that's another little tip. That's all I can think of for now. So good luck.